All right, you guys, yesterday's post on my Facebook page definitely sparked a lot of interest. I'll try and make this video as short as possible. One of the biggest questions and concerns, and I think one of the big pieces of the puzzle, lots of pieces to this puzzle, but one of the pieces to the puzzle that I think is wildly overlooked by most doctors and probably by you is your cortisol levels. And let me explain. So your cortisol is controlled by your adrenal glands. And those adrenal glands are those tiny little glands. And if you've been a client of mine, we've talked about this before, those tiny little glands that sit on top of your kidneys. They work super hard. And for most women, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a double certified nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV, all the things. But I will tell you this, for most women, by the time we get to our 40s, our adrenal glands, because they control your stress and your blood sugar and your metabolism and your body temperature, your adrenal glands are tired, shot, wasted, all the things. So what does that mean? If your cortisol is controlled by your adrenal glands, that means that your cortisol's gonna be jacked up. Your cortisol should be high in the morning, like a full tank of gas. Like you wake up and you're ready, like you've been a recharged battery and you're ready to start the day. But I'm guessing most of you start the day feeling like you are on an empty tank of gas. And then maybe throughout the day you have a little spike, but then it goes back down, maybe in the afternoon. And then it starts to go up again. Your cortisol level starts to go up again towards the evening when you want to go to sleep and you're struggling to go to sleep. And when you finally get to sleep, you might sleep for a couple hours, but then you wake up again, maybe somewhere between the hours of 1 and 3 in the morning or 2 and 4 in the morning. Does any of this sound familiar? If you have thyroid issues, like you're hypothyroid, 99% of you who are hypothyroid also have adrenal issues. And most doctors don't even talk about that. So if you are on thyroid meds, 99% of you, I can guarantee you, also have blown out, shot, exhausted, dead to the world adrenal glands. And that is a huge problem. Now let's talk about the next piece. When you start menopause, okay? You start menopause plus cortisol is going to equal hot flashes. And here's why. You have thermostat confusion in your body. That's really what it is. You have thermostat confusion in your body, right? Because you have sleep disruption. We just talked about why you have sleep disruption. It's like this domino effect that just keeps going on and on and on for about 10, 11, 12, 15 years. And you're confused. And you're like, why is all this happening? Why are my hot flashes so bad? Thermostat confusion. Why is my sleep so bad? Cortisol. Why am I so stressed out? Why can I not feel happy during the day? Why am I starting the day on an empty gas tank? All of this goes back to your adrenal glands. The adrenal glands that are just supposed to be producing that cortisol and help you throughout the day, propel you throughout the day, but it's working against you because your adrenal glands are shot. And additionally, your adrenal glands are taking on additional stress because now they're trying to produce some of the hormones that your ovaries used to produce. Whoo! That's a lot. Now, let me be clear. It's not the cortisol that's causing the menopause, but the cortisol is amplifying, or the high cortisol is amplifying those hot flashes. It's overstimulating the body's stress and body temperature control system. So how does that lead to weight gain? It all comes down to this. Poor sleep, weight gain. Hormones out of whack, weight gain. Blood sugar out of whack because of the cortisol, weight gain. It's like you're in this never-ending cycle of falling dominoes, and your body, your mind, and your belly are taking the brunt of it. So how do we fix it? There's never an easy fix. If you've been a client of mine, you know that. There's never an easy fix, but you've got to systematically change a couple of things. And one of the things I was consistently answering in questions yesterday was something very simple. And there's no skin in the game for me on this. Like, it's not that I'm giving you an affiliate code, maybe I should, but I would highly suggest, if you're in your 40s or 50s, to look into a cortisol manager. It is greatly going to help, even if you took it for just a couple of months and tested it out. And when I say testing it out, I mean you have to be consistent, and you also have to eat cleanly. And what do I mean by that? We've got to cut out the sugar. And when I say sugar, we're not only just talking candy, but we're talking anything that is of a starch nature, like bread. Because once you put something like that, bread, cereals, into your body's going to process that as sugar. So when I say try out a cortisol manager, if you're already feeling like you're eating clean, and honestly, I'm so sick of that phrase. It's so like 2000, 2005. We got to find a better phrase. But for now, we'll use it. If you're already eating clean, then your step one is to add a cortisol manager to your life. You can find them on Amazon. Now, as I have to say, before you ever take a supplement, you should probably talk to your doctor. But if you have a very forward-thinking doctor, your doctor's probably going to say, go for it. Yep. Cortisol manager, for me personally, I like Integrative Therapeutics. You're going to find it on Amazon. I probably should start an affiliate code. But dudes, I get nothing out of this. I'm literally just trying to help you. Integrative Therapeutics, it's on Amazon. Frankly, I prefer the vegan capsules, not because I'm vegan, but when you do get a supplement, if you get a supplement that's in a capsule versus a hard, thick pill form, the capsule will always be better absorbed by your body. If you're feeling like you're waking up empty gas tank, exhausted every single day, stop with the coffee. You're just putting a Band-Aid on it. And honestly, you're going to make your cortisol levels and your hot flashes worse. Stop with the coffee. Get the cortisol manager. Here to help. I know it's a longer video, but I hope this answers some of your questions of why perimenopause and menopause, one of the million reasons, and I'll start talking about the other. What's a million minus 1,999,999,000 reasons why we gain weight during perimenopause and menopause. So again, I'm not a doctor. I have to say that a million times. Talk to your doctor before starting any new medical regime, before starting a diet, before starting a food plan, before starting a supplement plan. But coming from a double certified nutritionist who's been around the block for about almost 15 years now, and has used my own body as patient number one, this is my best advice to you right now. And I hope this video helped. If it did help and you stayed for the whole thing, number one, you're a rock star. And number two, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're using a cortisol manager. Let me know if you're confused. Let's continue the conversation. Talk to you soon.